Good afternoon, students. So in the morning class we derived an equation for real gases, that is nothing but Van der Waals equation. Van der Waals equation. So according to kinetic theory of gases, there are two assumptions. First assumption is the volume occupied by the gas molecule is negligible compared to total volume. So volume is negligible. And the second assumption is no forces of attraction between the gas molecule. No forces of attractions between the gas molecule. So these are the assumptions according to kinetic theory of gases. But here these are only good at high pressure, high temperature and low pressure condition. If the pressure of the gas is increases, then the distance between the gas molecule is very small. That means gas molecules both are combined with each other, hence there exists a collisions between the gas molecules. So due to collisions, pressure of the gas is increases. So Van der Waals made pressure correction. Similarly, the negligible volume is considered at high pressure condition. So at high pressure, the volume occupied by the gas molecule is not negligible. It is not negligible. Therefore, Van der Waals made two corrections for the ideal gas equation. So first correction is volume correction and the second one is pressure correction. So volume correction is due to excluded volume, so that is given by V is equal to V minus B for 1 mole of the gas. If suppose there are n moles of gas, then volume correction is equal to V minus NB. So this is for n moles of a gas. Similarly, due to collisions between the gas molecule at the container and also at the wall of the container, so we made pressure correction, that is given by pressure correction is equal to, so what is pressure correction? So actual pressure plus excluded pressure, that is P dash, that is given by number of moles per unit volume. So that is nothing but P is directly proportional to N by V. So here there are 2 moles present at interior as well as wall, therefore P is always directly proportional to N square by V square. So in process of proportionality, that is given by A N square by V square. So this is the pressure correction. Now Van der Waals equation is given by, so PV is equal to nRT. This is ideal gas equation. In this equation, Van der Waals made pressure correction as well as volume correction. So now substituting these corrections in ideal gas equation, we get an equation that is given by P plus A N square by V square. So this is the pressure into, in place of V, that is V minus NB, that is equal to nRT. This equation is known as Van der Waals equation or a real gas equation. P plus A N square by V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. So where A comma B are known as Van der Waals constant. These are nothing but Van der Waals constants. If suppose there is only 1 mole of the gas, that is if N is equal to 1, that is nothing but for 1 mole of gas, where N represents number of moles of the gas. If suppose there is only 1 mole of gas is there, then N is equal to 1, therefore Van der Waals equation becomes P plus A1 square, that is simply A by V square. So P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT, because N is equal to 1. So this is the Van der Waals equation for 1 mole of the gas. This is for 1 mole of a gas. P plus A by V square. So this is nothing but excluded pressure. So pressure plus some term, that is nothing but A by V square. So this is the extra pressure due to collisions between the gas molecule. And also here volume. So volume becomes V minus B. So that is nothing but here volume is equal to, not equal to exactly V, but also it is equal to V minus B. That is some excluded volume. So this is the volume. So at high pressure condition, this is excluded volume B, that is the volume occupied by the gas molecule at high pressure condition. So this is not negligible compared to total volume. Therefore, volume of the gas is equal to the total volume of the container minus excluded volume. That is nothing but the free space available for the gas molecule to move freely. So here this is the space for the gas molecule to move freely. So the movement of the gas is only takes place within this space. So this is nothing but total volume V minus this volume B. Therefore, this total space is equal to V minus B. Therefore, that is equal to volume of the gas. So this is volume correction, V minus B, that is equal to RT, gas constant into absolute temperature. So this is nothing but Van der Waals equation. Now Van der Waals constants A and B significance. Significance of A and B. A and B. First one A. So significance of A and B. A represents force of attraction. A represents forces of attractions between the gas molecule. So here A n square by V square, that is extra pressure. That pressure is due to forces of attraction. Therefore, where A represents forces of attractions between the gas molecule, and also high easily liquefied gases having easily liquefied gases. That is nothing but a gas which is to be liquefied easily is known as easily liquefied gases having high value of A, high value of A, that is Van der Waals constant. So this is the second point. So first point represents A value represents the forces of attraction between the gas molecule, and the second one represent easily liquefied gases having high value of A. So what are the easily liquefied gases? So in entire chemistry, easily liquefied gas is SO2. SO2 is a gas, it is easily liquefied, and then H2S, before H2S NH3, and then H2S, finally CO2. All these are easily liquefied gases. So CO2 is easily liquefied, H2S is also easily liquefied, ammonia liquid, and also SO2 liquid. So this is having high value of A, high value of A. So if a gas is easily converted into liquid, then it is having high value of Van der Waals constant A value. Therefore, SO2 gas having highest value of A compared to NH3, H2S, and this is the least one in this order, least value of A. And also these are all gases are easily converted into liquid. Therefore, all these gases having high values of A compared to remaining gases like H2, N2, O2, all are gases, but these are not easily converted into liquids. That is why the value of A for all these gases are always high than remaining gases. So these are nothing but H2, N2, O2. Therefore, A value represents easily liquefied gas. As the gas having high value of A, it means that gas is easily converted into a liquid. So this is the significance of a Van der Waals constant A, and also units. So what are the units of A? So here pressure is given by A n square by V square. Excluded pressure is given by A n square by V square. So from this equation, A value is A is equal to P into V square divided by n square. P into V square divided by n square. What is P? P is nothing but pressure. So what are the units of pressure? Therefore A is equal to P. In place of P, atmospheres. This is the unit for pressure. And V is nothing but volume. So what are the units for volume? That is liter. So liter square divided by n. N is nothing but number of moles. Therefore this is mole whole square. Therefore simply the units of A is given by A is equal to, or units of A is equal to atmosphere into liter square into mole power minus 2. So these are the units of A. Units of van der Waals constant A is equal to atmosphere, liter square, mole power minus 2. So this is all about A value. Now second one, B, van der Waals constant B. So significance of B. So B represents molecular mass of gas. B value, small b value represents, it represents molecular mass or molecular weight of a gas. So as the B value increases, the molecular mass of the gas is increases. In other words, if the gas is having high molecular weight, then it is having more B value compared to other. If suppose H2 gas and nitrogen gas. So here hydrogen atomic number only 1, therefore it is least molecular weight molecule, whereas nitrogen it is 14, nitrogen atomic number 7, mass number 14. So it is having high mass number, therefore this gas having high value of van der Waals constant B compared to hydrogen. So as the molecular weight increases, the value of B is also increases. Therefore B of N2 gas is always greater than B of H2 gas. So this represents molecular mass or molecular weight of the given gas. As the molecular weight increases, the van der Waals constant B is also increases. Now units. So units, V value is given from excluded volume, so that is nothing but V minus NB. So this is the excluded volume. So from this equation, V is equal to NB, and hence B is equal to V divided by N. B is equal to volume divided by number of moles. Now units for volume is liter divided by, for N units are mole. Therefore the units of B is equal to liter into mole inverse. So units for B, van der Waals constant B is equal to liter mole inverse, whereas units of A is equal to, that is van der Waals constant A is equal to atmosphere, liter square, mole power minus 2. So these are the significance of A and B and also units of A and B. So for B, units is equal to liter mole power minus 1. Now van der Waals equation at different conditions. At different conditions. So here P plus an square by v square into v minus nb, that is equal to nRT. So this is our Van der Waals equation. If suppose there is only one mole of gas, that is if n is equal to 1, then Van der Waals equation is P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT. Now different conditions. So first condition is at low pressure. Case 1. Case 1. At a low pressure condition. Right. So at low pressure, so what does it mean? If pressure is low, then according to Boyle's law, volume is inversely proportional to pressure. This is according to Boyle's law. So our given condition is at low pressure. So if pressure of the gas is low, it means volume of the gas is high. Therefore, at this condition, volume is high. Volume is high. So that is why if V is more, then B is neglected, because B is nothing but volume occupied by the gas and V is nothing but total volume of the container. So B is always small value. At this condition, that is at low pressure condition, volume is high. So that means V is very high compared to B. Then excluded value B is neglected. B is neglected. Therefore, Van der Waals equation becomes, how it convert? So P plus A by V square into V minus B, but B is neglected compared to V, therefore it is only V, that is equal to RT. Therefore, multiply this equation, P into V, that is PV, plus AB by V square V get cancelled, so simply this is A by V, that is equal to RT. Therefore, PV is equal to RT minus A by V. So the value of PV at low pressure condition is equal to RT minus A by V. But according to ideal gas equation, the value of PV is RT. But in the condition of low pressure condition, the value of PV is not equal to RT. It is RT minus A by V. So what does this mean? PV value is less than RT. So final conclusion is, therefore the value of PV, that is product of pressure into volume, is not equal to RT, it is less than RT by A by V. So the value of PV is less than RT by A by V. So this is the conclusion. So look at the graph. So already we derived the graph for different gases at low and high pressure condition. So this is pressure and this is product of PV. If it is ideal gas, the value of PV is always constant, if it is ideal. But different gases like CH4, CO, like this. So this is CO and this is CH4. So for these gases, this is a low pressure condition and this is high pressure condition. So this is origin, zero pressure. Now look at the graph. So at low pressure condition, the value of PV, it is not equal to RT. So for ideal, this is equal to RT. Whereas for all the gases we observed at low pressure condition, all the gases having the value of PV is less than RT. And also at high pressure, that is as the pressure increases, the value of PV is initially decreases and then increases. Except two gases, that is one and only hydrogen and one more gas is helium. So this is for hydrogen gas and this is for helium gas. So from the graph, at low pressure condition, except hydrogen and helium, the value of PV is initially decreases and then increases. So at low pressure condition, the value of PV for any gas other than hydrogen and helium is always less than PV, and it is less than how much? That is our A by V. So the value of RT, this is RT, or our value of PV, this is always less than RT by A by V. Therefore here the distance from this peak to RT is equal to A by V. So this is the explanation for a gas according to Van der Waals equation at low pressure condition. So according to Van der Waals equation or ideal gas equation, PV value should be equal to RT. But all gases exhibit a PV value is less than RT, and it is also explained by an equation, that is Van der Waals equation. So in the Van der Waals equation, finally you derived a equation at low pressure condition. It is equal to PV is equal to RT minus A by V. So therefore this equation represents the value of PV is always less than RT by A by V. So this is the explanation for decreasing PV value at low pressure condition for a real gas. Next case 2. Case 2 is extremely low pressure. At extremely low pressure. So our gas equation is P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT. This is our gas equation. And also our given condition is pressure of the gas is extremely low. So what does this mean? Volume is very high. Volume is extremely high. So if the volume is extremely high, that means V value is very high, then B is neglected, and also here one more term. What is that term? A by V square. If V is very high, then 1 by V square, that is the reciprocal of V square. This is very small compared to P. Therefore, here at extremely low pressure, volume is extremely high, and hence B as well as A by V square both are neglected. Both are neglected. So this is a reciprocal of V. At a high volume, that means 1 by high value, that is a very small value. Therefore, A by V square is also neglected. Therefore, Van der Waals equation becomes, if suppose this term and this term both are neglected, then simply in place of P plus A by V square it is only P, and in place of V minus B it is only V, that is equal to RT. So what is PV is equal to RT? This is ideal gas equation. This is ideal gas equation. So what is it represents? Therefore, at extremely low pressure condition, our real gas behaves as a ideal. So that is our conclusion and also definition for real gas. So what is the definition for real gas? A gas which obeys all the gas laws, or which obeys PV is equal to nRT at low pressure condition and at high temperature condition. So this is at very low pressure condition. So at this condition, real gas is equal to ideal gas. Therefore, a real gas always acts as a ideal gas at extremely low pressure condition. So that is also determined by using Van der Waals equation. So this is the Van der Waals equation. If volume is very high, then both B as well as A by V square are neglected, and hence PV is equal to RT. So this is about case 2. Now case 3. So what is the case 3? At high pressure. At high pressure. Right. So at high pressure condition, so that means pressure of the gas is very high, then volume is less. If volume of the gas is less, then B value cannot be neglected, because V is also small, B is also small. So in our equation, P plus A by V square into V minus B, is equal to RT. So this is our equation. So at this condition, volume is very small, therefore this is small, this is also small, so therefore B cannot be neglected, therefore B should be included in this equation. And also volume is very less, therefore 1 by V square is very less compared to high pressure, therefore P into V minus B is equal to RT, because at this condition, that is high pressure, volume is less, therefore this is high value compared to this term where volume is less, pressure is high, therefore this is neglected, and hence P into V minus B is equal to RT. So from this equation, PV minus PB is equal to RT. Finally, PV is equal to RT plus PB. So this is the condition at high pressure. So the value of PV at high pressure condition is not equal to RT. It is always greater than RT plus PB. So conclusion is the value of PV is greater than RT by PB. Therefore at high pressure condition, all the gases having a PB value, it is always greater than RT by PB. Again look at the graph. Right. So again look at this. So this is at high pressure condition. So at this condition, the value of PB for all gases, this is the value of RT. So here the value of PV at high pressure condition is always greater than RT. So this is RT, but all gases having a value of PV that is greater than RT. So how it is greater? All gases having high value compared to RT by PB. Is it PB in our equation? Right. So it is greater than PB. Therefore here CO, CH4, H2 and helium all are having high value compared to RT, and also this value is equal to PB. Therefore any gas at high pressure condition always having a PV value, that is product of pressure into volume, always greater than RT by PB. So this is the explanation of graph from Van der Waals equation at high pressure condition. So this is at low pressure condition and this is at high pressure condition. And also if extremely low pressure, that means P is equal to 0, then we get an equation PV is equal to RT. That means all gases having same value of PB. So that is PV that is equal to RT. Therefore a real gas behaves as an ideal at extremely low pressure. So that is our case 2 condition. So what is case 2? So this is the case 2. At extremely low pressure, we get finally an equation PV is equal to RT. Therefore all gases behaves as a ideal, and also the product of PV is always equal to RT for any gas. That is why it becomes an ideal. Therefore real gas becomes ideal at extremely low pressure condition. Now case 4. So this is all about pressure conditions. Now case 4. At a high temperature. So at high temperature, volume is directly proportional to temperature according to Charles' law. Therefore if temperature of the gas is high, then volume is also high. Therefore our equation P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT. So in this equation, at high temperature condition, volume of the gas is very high. Therefore, B value is neglected. So this is the one. If volume of the gas is very high, then B value is neglected. So that is the reason. Therefore, B is neglected. And also, if volume is very high, then A by V square, that is reciprocal of volume, is less. Therefore, at this condition, both B and A by V square are neglected. Therefore, we get an equation. So in place of P, it is only P, and in place of V minus B, this is only V, that is equal to RT. Therefore, simply PV is equal to RT. Therefore, at this condition, that is at high pressure condition also, we get an equation PV is equal to RT. Therefore, ideal gas equation, this is ideal gas equation. Therefore, all real gases behaves as a ideal at high temperature condition. So these are the explanations of Van der Waals equation for real gas. So a real gas behaves as a ideal only at extremely low pressure condition and also at high temperature condition. Therefore, all real gases behaves as a ideal only at extremely low pressure condition, and high temperature. Extremely low pressure as well as high temperature. And also from the second graph, so what is that graph? With respect to temperature. So this is pressure and this is Z value. So what is Z? Z is nothing but compressibility factor, that is PB divided by nRT. This ratio is nothing but compressibility factor. If it is ideal gas, PV is equal to nRT, therefore its ratio is equal to 1 when it is a ideal gas. So in the case of nitrogen gas, its value is 1 for ideal gas. And now in the case of nitrogen gas, we already explained the graph of Z value. So at minus 50 degrees centigrade, the value of Z is not equal to 1, it is less than 1. And again at 0 degrees centigrade, so this is at minus 50 degrees and this is at 0 degrees centigrade. So in this case also the value of Z is not equal to 1, but at a 100 degrees centigrade, this is 100 degrees centigrade, the value of Z is almost equal to 1. So what does it mean? So at high temperature value, the compressibility factor value is equal to 1. It means a real gas behaves as a ideal. So for ideal gas, Z is equal to 1. In this case, for nitrogen gas at 100 degrees centigrade, the value of Z is almost equal to 1. That is why nitrogen gas behaves as an ideal at 100 degrees centigrade. Therefore, at high temperature condition, this gas becomes ideal. So that is the explanation for fourth condition. At high pressure, PV is equal to, we get RT. That means PB by RT is equal to 1. Therefore, for nitrogen, 100 degrees is nothing but boiling temperature or boils temperature. So that is nothing but the temperature at which a real gas behaves as a ideal. So at 100 degrees centigrade, nitrogen behaves as a ideal. That is why 100 degrees is nothing but boils temperature of nitrogen gas. So each gas having different boil temperature. At that temperature only it behaves as a ideal gas. So this is all about real gases as well as ideal gases. So finally, in this chapter, we discussed about, first of all, laws, and then ideal gas equation, and then real gas and real gas equation, that is nothing but Van der Waals equation. This is Van der Waals equation. So if a gas follows all the gas laws, then it is ideal, then it is satisfied, PV is equal to nRT. But no gas in nature is ideal. All the gases exhibit some deviations in their gas laws. Therefore, all the gases present in the nature are real gases and does not obey PV is equal to nRT equation. That is why Van der Waals derived an equation for real gases which obeys the gas equation at all given conditions. That gas is nothing but real gas and that equation is nothing but Van der Waals equation. So the deviation of a gas is due to two assumptions according to kinetic theory of gases. So these are the two assumptions under kinetic theory of gases. So one is volume is negligible and the second one is no forces of attractions between the gas molecule. No forces of attractions. So these are the two assumptions according to kinetic theory of gases, but these are only satisfied at low pressure and high temperature condition. But at remaining conditions, these are not possible. That means at high pressure, there is a forces of attraction as well as there is a volume of gas molecules. It is not negligible compared to total volume. So by considering these two assumptions, finally Van der Waals derives an equation that is given by P plus AN square by V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. So this is all about Van der Waals equation and ideal gas equation and also real gas and ideal gas. So in our next class, we discussed about the properties of gases, that is isotherm of CO2 and critical constants values and everything. So time is up. Stop here today and I shall continue remaining topics in next day. Thank you.